Session. We call this the workshop, which means for the next hour and a half, we're going to try and answer every question that you want to ask. We've spent the last 2.5 days listening to some of the best experts in the world of Arabian racing. Now there's just 2 people left, Tomo and of course, Lara Sawaya. She has her own Yaz TV microphone. She is going to respond to any question that you put up. This is the workshop. This is your chance to ask the questions. And we're going to be finishing around about 2 o'clock. And when you go home, when you fly home on Emirates on Monday, I don't want you to say to yourself, I wish I'd asked that question. Why didn't I find out about that? Well, now it's your opportunity. We are opening the floor to you. So guys, ladies, put your hands up. We're going to come round with the mics. We have a question already from the gentleman in the front row. Sir, please stand. And I'll ask you to give us your name, where are you from, and what you do. And then please ask the question.
Ahmed Al-Falasi from UAE. We would like maybe all of us to ask a question. When the Academy of the jockeys will be in?
Will be where?
In UAE, in Abu Dhabi. I will be the first supporter.
I know, but it will take a little bit time, guys.
Well done.
Academy is a big thing and needs we need the jockeys first. Sorry. There is no jockeys in UAE. Please, Ahmed, we know we've been there for 8 years. We're struggling with this point of the jockey, of the UAE jockey. There is lots of UAE endurance jockeys, but there is no other than Zayed al-Mazrou'i, jockey apprentice, and he's the only one now. And he already is more than the years for an apprentice jockey, so there is no jockeys in the UAE yet. This is Dr. Abdullah is National Archive, please, and he is the best for education and those kinds of programs. But we really need to find good jockeys, good young students who do not want to continue their academic life and enter the academic life of the jockeys. And this is what the Sheikh Mansoor Festival will be doing from today till 2018, in order to have those jockeys, those young students that really wants to be a jockey. We are going to implement, like the mentorship program that we're doing in the International Federation of Horse Racing Academies, and introduce our students to go to the academies in the world and to start their jockey life. But for the first time, just to say academy, it takes time for an academy, but the academy can be there one day once we have good jockeys there performed in our country.
We have a question coming in from on the right-hand side. Sir, your name, where are you from, and your question. 1 second, sir, we've just waited this because he has the microphone. Sir, your question.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أحمد البلوشي سلطنة عمان.
We are in the last session, really. I'm from Sultanate Oman. Would like to extend sincere and heartfelt thanks to His Highness Sheikh Mansoor bin Zayed Al Nahyan and to all those who have been involved in this seminar in addition to what this Sultanate provides in terms of support and particularly focusing on women jockey, we hope that women will be taken on board in the Sultanate of Oman. So, as an answer to your question, today more than ever before, I'd like to bring you updates. She shifts to English.
There will be no more Wasbastat Farm Cup.
What?
Yes. There will be only Battalions Cup. So the Wasbastat Farm Cup will be no more using the logo of the Wasbastat Farm Cup. From today, the Wasbastat Farm Cup are switched to the Battalions Cup. And we are very proud to tell you that we will put in your country, Ahmed, races of Bastard. You will have 2 races of Bastard in Oman. Battalions in Oman. And all the races of the Bastard Farm in all your countries will be no more a name of Bastard Farm Cup, will be only the Battalions Cup. So we're switching the logo from this name to the other.
Will you also be continuing the policy, which I thought was incredible, of giving prizes as nominations to the Battalions?
Yes, this is in UAE.
It's a brilliant idea.
And this is why Battalions needs to be well promoted, and we thought that there's no difference between Bastard Farm Cup and the Battalions Cup is the same. But Battalions Cup will be exercised in all the countries, and not from the race of Morocco, it will be the last Bastard Farm Cup, and all the races in the world will only change the logo into another name. Even if you cannot write it in your calendars, it will be on the ground, the Battalion Cup. It's no more the Bastard Farm Cup.
That's good news. Sir, you wanted to continue? You have the microphone.
And I think some countries like Nelly is cheering and looking at me. It's only to change, darling, because the Battalion Cup now will be more than 61 races in the world. Next year it will be 90 races in the world.
How many races in the world?
90.
Wow.
Battalions is one of the biggest stallions company in the world. It's the biggest call center of the best stallions of His Highness Sheikh Mansoor bin Zayed. And we are very proud to say that as the Sheikh Mansoor Festival, we're changing the name from the Bastard Farm Cup to the Battalions Cup, and next year the international races will be stronger than that, because there will be 3 countries in Asia that will start with Battalions Cup.
Well done, outstanding. Sir, just quickly.
Just about the education. In Abu Dhabi, there is 6 different kind of schools: German, French, Chinese, and all these things. Why we don't implement the Arabian horses or jockeys in education? Here, I would like to ask Dr. Abdullah, how is it possible this we entered into our UAE educations?
Sir, would you please stand when you respond so we can get the camera on you? Dr. Al-Razi.
Well, I cannot respond to this question is addressed to Lara because this is something to do with His Highness Sheikh Mansoor's festival.
Yes.
Yeah, but I have myself a question or a recommendation,
Okay.
a proposal, whatever you call it. Next year, 2018, will be Sheikh Zayed Centennial, Ma'awiyat Sheikh Zayed.
Mazboot.
Okay?
Mazboot.
What about if we have something called World Arabian Horse Racing Forum to celebrate this centennial for Sheikh Zayed?
Yes, why not? No problem.
Okay.
It will be a great forum, because I need to tell you something, doctor.
Okay, tell me. Thank you.
Next year, Sheikh Mansoor Festival will be introducing a huge race in United States, which they don't know yet about.
Oh, where and when?
This race will be a very big race.
Where?
It's a dream to come true for Arabian racing.
Where?
I cannot specify too many things,
Oh, come
but
on.
I can say
Come
one thing.
on. East Coast, West Coast? Come on.
It's going to be in the biggest day of the best dreaming day of races in the United States.
Yes, and?
And it will have Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan and Nahyan, 100 years, Dr. Abdullah.
That's lovely. When is this going to take place?
It is called Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan
Yes.
and Nahyan,
Yes.
100 years.
Yes.
And it will be,
Yes.
we're working with Keith Brackpool,
Yes.
and it will be in the biggest race of thoroughbreds ever in the United States, which the Jockey Club of AJC don't know anything about it yet.
The biggest American race?
Yes, and the
That
prize
means-
money will be $200,000.
Oh, wow. That is incredible.
And this is thanks to National Feed and Flour Production and Marketing, because they are the sponsor of
Brilliant.
that race.
Brilliant. So the biggest American race in the world is?
It is a big race day. It's in May. I
Oh,
can
May.
only tell you that.
Oh, we're in May.
If you know what happens in May, then you need to know what is the biggest day.
I think I've narrowed it down.
Maybe Faisal knows what is the biggest day in May in the United States.
It's
Why
called
no
the
Faisal Rahmani?
Kentucky
What do you think about it, Faisal?
Derby.
Can I have Faisal stand up?
Faisal, stand up. Come on, Faisal, where are you? There he is. By the way, he runs our main race
Faisal
course.
is the big
Outstanding.
supporter for Sheikh Mansoor Festival, and he is conducting the UAE President Cup, which we are all proud to support also.
Super, tell us more.
It's a very big day, Kentucky Derby Day.
No, it's not Kentucky, it's something better.
Okay.
I promise you.
Yeah,
Preakness?
but
It's a Preakness Cup.
Ah, second leg of the Triple Crown.
What do you think of the Preakness Cup and having Sheikh Zayed 100 years
That is incredible.
with a $200,000?
Preakness. Second leg of the Triple Crown.
So
Faisal,
that's why the World Conference next year has to be looked at the timing, because this race has to be well planned and is very important to us, because I think for the United States and for all of us, it's going to be like the Dali Awards Day. Her Highness Sheikh Fatma bint Mubarak Dali Awards Day in Santa Anita Park. We are going to have lots of UAE breeders coming, trainers and jockeys to this race, because it's the 100 years of Baba Zayed.
Wow. Faisal, please.
There is big opportunity in America, and there is
I cannot hear you.
is a big opportunity in America. In America, there is big market. Many people doesn't know that they spend every year more than $65 billion in the horse industry. All over, in last status is $115 billion. So America really is a big market for the horses, and it is my idea. But Lara always really get the big races, and I think it will push. But I have really to tell the breeders and the trainer who is in America, where we have a big issue when I start to have the file of President Cup, which is the same, we have the same achievement or same target. Sheikh Mansoor bin Zayed is our boss, and he wants us to promote for racing and for the country. I had Lara, because this year I was planning to take the Derby, 152,000 people every day, and I thought it will be good to push the American races back again for to the same level they had before. And I was really, because I'm talking in the workshop, I was really surprised, because they told me, if you want us to participate in $100,000 race, you have to pay us $7,000 to $10,000 per horse. And I thought that was a black point for American breeder racing, who's in the field. And I thought I will do something for the American people, race horses, and they refused, because it cost them $7,000 to $10,000 to participate in this race. I think this will be the biggest race ever for Arabian horses to participate in a day where 65 million people bid in one day. And there's millions of people watching these races, and they said, we want 7,000 to participate with 150,000 prize money. So I said, I won't do the President Cup there, and I will go back for the last race for me, and I will keep the standard, and I won't raise the prices there, because the trainer and owner, they didn't cooperate with us, especially with UAE. They have to push from their side. We can get some races, we can get some sponsor, but in every country we get welcome. This year we have Abu Dhabi for first after 90 years. We have the Guineas, being always French Guineas. We have this year Abu Dhabi Guinness, French Guinness, which is good achievement, and we have the President Cup in the same day. And the French people was really cooperating in every single details. Every single details. So
Well done.
Well done.
I wish all the country cooperate with the only festival who renewed the revolution in Arabian horses, which were going down and down and down. Only 2 or 3 country stay in the same level. The other country was going down. I hope my friends in America, who I love, to cooperate with us. We cannot get always money and do sponsor. Sponsor is not easy. Lara is doing very big job.
Thank you.
And hard job to get sponsor. Please, it's a message to all country to cooperate with us. We cannot do everything for them.
Well said, Faisal.
That's why, Faisal,
Well done, Mikhail.
the festival will also back the President Cup, because we will go to your races and support you in all the races where you're doing the President Cup.
That is superb. Can I ask a
Sheikh
question?
Mansour Festival, there's no difference between our races and the UAE President Cup. Faisal is doing a great job. Abu Dhabi Sports Council is doing a great job. And we are doing our best job we can do. The most important thing is supporting each other, is not to attack each other. This is a great message to everyone that there's no difference between Sheikh Mansour Festival and the UAE President Cup. And bravo, Faisal, for what you're doing.
Well done. And Alain is a superb racecourse. Can I ask a question? Can horses trained in Abu Dhabi, the UAE, France, travel to America and take part against the Americans in the Preakness?
There will be international horses open in this race, and yes, there will be horses coming abroad from our race. It will be 100 years Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan and Nahyan Cup. Thanks, doctor, but you took my surprise off. I wanted to surprise you with one thing, but you just surprised us all. But the forum is a great thing to do. So next year, for sure, the World Arabian Horse Racing Forum, 100 years, Sheikh Zayed will be the message for all the world.
Wow, that is fantastic. We have another question coming in. Sir, your name, please stand.
Good morning. My name is Enrico Querci. I'm from Italy, and I can talk as a journalist and educator as well. I would like to come back to the focus of this morning panel because the people on the panel told us that to attract people at the racetrack, we must educate, we have to create event, and we must book a top Italian jockey. Because we're talking about Lanfranco Dettori, I'm joking, of course, but I can witness what happened in Rome on May 1st, the day of the Italian Guineas, that unfortunately are downgraded from Group 1 to Group 3 in the years. And Lanfranco Dettori was booked for both the Guineas races, and we had quite 10,000 people at the track. Maybe because of he was there as well. It was a nice day, picnic day, family day, and so on. But it's absolutely important to have a star to promote our show. And I would like to share with you what we do in Pisa Race Course, where I work daily, because we do a lot of things to attract people. We organize a lot of events. But one of these is maybe important for the doctor to share with me, because we propose to the schools, the basic school, the first level and the second level school around the racetrack, we invited some classes on Sunday with their family and teacher. They spend the day at the race course, and then we propose them to write a theme with the subject. The first year was a day spent at the race course. This year was you are a horse. What are your feelings in a race day? So it was We had a good success. We gave a prize to all the participants, just in the track behind, on the finish line, and we gave them a gold medal, a silver medal, and bronze medal, false, and a pack with a lot of books to each one, and some of them was books about horses. And this is very nice for education and to attract families and people at the racetrack.
Did it work? Were there lots of families turned up?
Yeah,
Great.
did a lot. And another thing that we do every Sunday at the racetrack is a tour behind the scenes. I know that we are not the only in the world to do it. I did it in Ascot as a follower, but we have a trainer, and she leads the newcomer at the race course, in the weight room, in the scale room, the parade ring, at the gate, to watch the start closer and closer to stay in the show. And it has a really great success for the newcomer. Thank you.
Well said.
Well done.
It's very interesting, isn't it? Get families involved.
Yes.
Great idea.
Anyway, when Sheikh Mansour festival races are conducted in the biggest race tracks, we always look at the family day. And this is why whenever we are in any track, we try to have some nice shows going on. In Sweden, we have, it's in the National Day, and you've seen we've put some tickets to Abu Dhabi with Emirates Airline, and courtesy of Sheikh Mansour Festival to come to November and watch the biggest race of the world. So this is extremely important to have everybody involved in these kinds of races. And this is why you can see so many people. When we are conducting a race, I'm not saying the big races that we have, we always have a crowd around.
It is incredible. Sweden.
And we always choose the days that have crowds. Yes,
true.
Nelly.
Nelly has no microphone, but she's worth waiting for. She runs the Belgian racing. We go there every year to Ostend, and she makes us very welcome. Nelly.
In fact, Ostend was getting very much down concerning crowd, among others because of online betting and so. And now they managed to have 10,000 persons every meeting. Well, you experienced it. And they do different things. Just to continue on the idea of Enrico, they have an old journalist who is introducing the people to betting. And they help them to bet small money, very small money, but with a guideline on betting. People sometimes don't start to bet because they have no idea at all. So they learn them to read the race card, they learn them, and they push them to small betting. Some come back and go for bigger betting. When they win a little bit, they go back. So that's, for the racetrack, of course, an income, and it also brings persons. The other thing is that they have, in the evening, they run it as an entertainment now, not only racing. We have these concerts of popular singers, and everyone is there, yeah, and later on we have fireworks.
Do that again, Nelly, that was very good.
No, I'm not strong in that. And then in the end of the evening they have fireworks. So they really run it as an entertainment. And I think, well, since we have 10,000 persons again.
MashaAllah, bravo.
Also, by the way, at Chelmsford City this year, in August the 12th, we've got a Grade 1 race.
Yes.
But also UB40 are appearing after racing. There'll be 25,000. It's virtually a sellout already.
In UK.
Superb.
In Chelmsford.
Absolutely.
This is what we're trying to say, that we try to choose the big days for our races in order to have a huge crowd, to have more awareness on the Arabian horses.
We have a question coming in from the front row at the right. So your name, where are you from?
Sultan Hosni from Oman, owner and trader on horses. لتطوير سباقات الخيل نحتاج إلى العمل.
To improve horse racing, we need to do a professional work, and we need this countries participating in this festival. Are there any requirements, particularly that you will be implementing in the future? And so, in the previous festival, you said that for every country there is need for having a database. There is Moroccan, Omani, Algerian database.
Is almost ready, but it will be under the directives of Sheikh Mansour. He wants it to be launched in Abu Dhabi the capital of the world for Arabian racing?
That is super. Good question.
So it will
Good
be
answer.
it will be on November 11. This database will have only one night event with the database and with the launch of it, and it's going to be a huge event at the Emirates Palace.
Wow, we look forward to that. We have another question from a gentleman over here from Sir.
John Henningsgaard from Houston.
Je viens de Houston, Texas. Je m'appelle John. Je suis propriétaire et éleveur.
We will cooperate with whatever races. Our main issue is the horse level. We don't have as many horses. We've got more races than we can run. So maybe we make a proposal. Let's put together a string of horses from overseas, bring them to America. We can run from February to November. You don't have to worry about crossing borders. Race all year and help us get our numbers up. Because I would agree that turning down a wonderful race, that was probably not in our best interest. So
Yeah, this is why the on the Preakness Day Cup, this is open to international horses, and we have 2 horses that will be coming from our Wasbastad farm. With the Yas Racing, we have 2 horses will come to this race. No, Wasbastallion is the race, but Yas Racing is the new company that is conducting now the color of Sheikh Mansoor bin Zayed. It's the red and the green in Europe and the world.
That sounds good. We have another question. We were talking, so we were talking to the Emirates Palace where we're going in November. This man lives next door to the Emirates Palace. His house is bigger.
What is the problem with you and Stefano?
I love
Every
Stefano.
time you want to introduce Stefano,
I love it.
you
I love it.
introduce his home
It
to
is
the
true.
Emirates Palace. What is
Stefano.
about your home, Stefano?
Roma. Good afternoon, everybody. Stefano Naneri from Italy, Abu Dhabi, whatever you want. I would like, first of all, to thank His Highness and you for the great opportunities given to us with this conference. But I think that there is some points that are missing in what we discussed so far. It's great. We had to educate the people. We had to get them close to our sport that we love. We are supporting racing all over the world, big races. But I think we're still missing to focus a little bit more on how to consolidate the base. The peak of a sport is coming from a large base operating on that. Unfortunately, our sport is different than any other sport in the world. Most of the sport, they count on a weekly event. People wait the whole week to go to the stadium or to attend a match. Our industry requests to run every day because we have to support economically as well the movement. I think it's great what Sheikh Mansoor is doing because you are supporting not only the big races, but you're also sponsoring a lot of small races all over to give the chance to everybody. But I still feel this is not enough. And I think that the festival by himself will not reach the target. It's impossible. So what can be done in cooperation with the other authorities, with the other countries involved, to enlarge the base and encourage the people to own horses, to give everybody the chance to have a race, to find a way to make it profitable, because we have to make a profit out of that anyway.
Stefano, we are always working with the authorities of the world. This is why we have 86 countries involved in our races. But the thing is that also they have to do something themselves, but we cannot do everything on ourselves. And this, every time we say it, but still there are countries only depending on us and not doing things for themselves, even though we know that they have lots of difficulties in their countries and they are facing lots of things in their countries. But I can give a small example of a good thing like Belgium. Belgium, they are doing great. They have excellent jockeys. They are winning jockeys. And really, when you go into the races, it's fun, it's good. And the atmosphere is super good. And really, they are very ambitious, the Belgium now, the Belge now. You can see them, mashallah, they are really good jockeys around. And you can see that they are even owners now more interested in breeding. Any country, like, okay, I'm in France, I'm in the best country of the Arabian horses. It's the home. Like, for example, of breeding also, we don't want to forget that they have a good role, excellent role for all of us. But this also depends on the countries. Like in United States, they have lots of opportunities to have breeding. Like, for example, now with what the festival is doing by putting Munjis, Mahab, Maw'oud in this year, thanks to Al-Asayil, they put Sir Banyas also in the, with their auction. We are trying to support as much as we can, because at the end of the day, this cross line, when Keith Brackpool got Munjis for $23,000, they are benefiting from all the money, because the festival has already paid for the West Battalion the amount of needed for the semen. So we've given it to the American Breeding Association, which is the Arabian Racing Cup, in order to promote their breeding. But they have to do also their own work and do more breeding, because it's not only enough to say we don't have enough horses, because you have.
Very good point. Thank you very much, Stefano. We have
There
another
is
question.
lots of horses in the US coming up, and I'm sure you can work on things that can just simplify things. And I'm sure if Michelle Morgan can speak about the Arabian Racing Cup, this year it was good money, Michelle, for the auction, and this is all going into breeding and supporting the horses in the US. Denise Gold also have an experience with this previously, and this will help more horses coming in. It's just not saying, okay, we only have this horse running. Maybe this horse is 6 years old, 7 years old, but one day it will stop. You have the new breeds coming in.
I think this gentleman wants to comment
Can we
on what you were
give
saying.
Michelle?
Where is Michelle?
She's
Michelle,
there.
my bell, stand up. No, you must. Michelle is the president of the American Jockey Cup, top lady, big breeder, big owner. Michelle.
I am standing up.
Good line. Thank you.
Yes, what we have done at the gala dinner has been a tremendous, and we know, Lada, that you are 100% behind the money we are getting, and it has helped us. We've been now 3 years in our program, and the difference from when we started, it is growing every year, and it has made a difference in the amount of breedings. They've tripled from what they were, and yes, it's really helped us, and all the money that we are getting from the auction goes straight into paying the breeders. The program, we are increasing our races every year, and we pay first, second, and third. All the money goes to the breeder. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well said, Michelle.
Okay, I need Pat Buckley.
Pat, will you stand
Pat,
up?
I think, darling. You need...
I'm standing also now.
Okay, Pat.
Yes, dear.
You have a new announcement for everyone. And it's about the race of the Jewel Crown, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan and Nahyan. You will say the date, Pat, and you will explain what will be conducted at Abu Dhabi Equestrian Club in this bigger day.
Yes, the big race, our Sheikh Zayed Jewel in the Crown, or Jewel Crown?
Jewel Crown.
Jewel Crown, yeah. Takes place the second week in November. Is it the 11th or the 10th? It's the Friday this year, which
Yes.
will make a big difference to one of the items.
So guys, prepare yourself. It's on a Friday. So
Friday?
we didn't take it from you, Faisal, but on that day they've given us the Friday to have a bigger crowd.
Yeah, this the point we've been making here, bringing more people. Well, as you know, in Arabian countries, the Friday is the holiday, if you like, and the Sunday is the first day back at work for a lot of people. In consequence, our crowds have been dwindling over the last maybe 2 or 3 years. But now, hopefully, to have the richest Arabian horse race in the world on a Friday, on a holiday, I'm expecting hundreds of thousands of people.
MashaAllah, and we will work
Brilliant.
together to have.
Brilliant. What a good
Thank you.
idea. So simple.
So the
but so
World
effective.
Conference, guys,
Brilliant.
next year, the final in Abu Dhabi next year will be from 8 to 12. And on the 10th will be the race day, and on the 11th will be the gala dinner, which we will be launching the database of the world, holding one name, Sheikh Mansoor Festival, One World, 6 continents. Abu Dhabi is your home, and every single person who loves Arabian racing.
Outstanding. Well done. Wow. We have another question coming in from this side of the room. Sir, would you please stand your name?
Hassan.
Go.
Hassan Musalli.
Musalli. I would like to talk about the topic because the Mansoor Zayed's festival seeking to really go beyond the continents and go beyond the borders. And in my capacity as a breeder, horse breeder, I have been working in this field for the last 25 years. The problem that you talked about really is many people come to the horse racing. In my capacity, we need to attract these people. And the second problem is to find really new people with new interests in the in the Arabian horse racing. Do you have an idea that races are being organized in East Asian countries? As I told you, the stallion races will take place in 3 countries. 3 horse races will be taking place in 3 Asian countries. This is the first time in the history of the Arabian horse. This is news.
Also, because they would be having Arabian horses.
And
we will help those countries in Tabho to have the horses come from one place to another, just because even if they start with 4 horses, we are going to support them.
Okay, where's the next question coming from? It's from this side. Sir.
Ibrahim al-Hadrami, Sultanate Oman.
Hadrami from Sultanate Oman. Regarding the improvement in the future racing of Arabian horses, recently and through the last 3 years, we are suffering from really a stagnation of production in the GCC countries, and so before we in our capacity as breeder, we need to enhance the quality of the product that we produce at home, as was suggested earlier on by really in the maiden we have 70 horses, but when we look at the 70 or 80 horses in the maiden, we have only 10 to 15 of good quality horses, and the rest are of lower quality. So if we continue in our capacity as breeders in this, we unfortunately are going to really go along the lines either to really reduce of the number of Arabian horse races. We need to focus on quality rather than quantity, as has been highlighted by Professor Aysam. Really, from 1,000 foal, we have only 18% of the foals that really are listed in the races, and this is a very huge problem that we are grappling with, and we are facing this problem in our capacity as breeders or trainers. And so enhancing the horse racing needs to start from the breeders. We need to focus on quality rather than quantity. We can produce 100 foals of good quality rather than producing 1,000 foals. Only 10% really can be listed for races, and really the rest are not qualified. And this is why the main reason there is a problem with the local breeding. This is relevant to Oman, to in the Emirates, just because there are quantities and quality leaves too much to be desired, and so there is quantity and not quality, and so we need to revise this trend in our capacity as breeders. Focus on quality, good quality horses. This is one point. What is the solution in reducing the intensity of this problem? There are horses that are really participating all over the year, really, and some of these horses do not really win any cups all along the and so they occupy no position. And so these horses perhaps are just make really why not involve the handicap in order to reduce to give the horses an opportunity or at least a season, and if these horses are not really capable to prove their worth in this race, then if they do not come in the list of the first 5 winners, then really there is need to for the breeders to really reverse this trend. And so this is a problem that we are facing in the Emirates, in the Qatar, and really can you
He's asking about the handicapping, whether you know about the horses, that if he is, there's lots of horses coming in and they don't have a chance to ride. And once, ممكن can you فيك ترجع تعيد سؤالك بالضبط؟
Can you refloat your question, really? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the horse? We need to give an opportunity to this horse. No, do we have a mechanism with regard to the horses that are running all along the year and they never really listed, they are never listed among the 5th winners?
Exactly his answer.
السؤال باختصار شديد.
Regarding the participating horses all along the year, and they have never won anything, and these horses compete with the really good horses that may win something. Can we remove them?
That the standard of the horses that they race, they're worried that the standard in Oman is going down a little bit.
It's not only Oman, he's talking
Agreed.
about 3 other countries.
How do we improve that?
Well, if I can give you a little bit of background. In handicapping, as you both know, we have the international pattern where we rate horses between 0 and 40. Unfortunately, Oman is not yet on that system. So when their horses leave Oman, each country, they go to Qatar, UAE, we then have to review the form and handicap the horse based on the information we have. Now, it would be great if Oman would start following the international standard that we follow throughout the world, because then the trainer would know already what his rating is and which races he can go into. Part of the problem is that when they do leave Oman, they face a different world. Racing is much tougher in Qatar and UAE. So their expectations have to be realized there. That's one of the biggest problems, is getting them onto the international standard, because that will settle a lot of the problems.
Why are they not on the international standard? Can I ask that question?
Neil, this is something different than what he was asking. You know, maybe he has translated you the wrong question. I don't know what the translation has been translating. But, yes. Sorry? Because this has nothing to do with his question. Okay. ما عليه. اتفضل أحمد لو سمحت. هلا هو بجاوبك. لنعطي الفرصة لحدا تاني يسأل سؤال.
Could we give the floor to other people, maybe other people wanting to ask questions? We are not obliged to ask questions if we don't have any, of course.
أنا بسأله هو يقول he.
Okay, I'm going to ask the question and try to answer to what he's saying.
That keep going on in racing. It's not accurate, because Qatar is different, Oman is different, and Emirates is different. Qatar, they have enough races, and the horse take really the right position and the right rating. It depends in amount of the horses and amount of the horse participate in the race. What he's saying that if there is horses in the field reach 9 years old even, they still rated 40. They go up 70, then they lose, they go back to 40. They keep going and they make crowd, and when we do entries, there's a lot of horses share with us because we have 3-4 years old and we want to run, and it will be crowded. I will go back for this because many people will go around this about UAE. I'm just telling you about UAE because I have bloodstock agent and I'm selling horses every year, 500 to 700 horses. From 2005, we start to lose our best brood mare in UAE because the prices was 20,000, 30,000, and from 2014, from 2012, the prize money gone back. So we lost already 700 brood mares. So now we don't have this problem except end of the season. Many people have to be accurate because ERA is the right number. You can Google ERA and see the entry race card, and you will see some races the end of the season. Yes, they reach 50 to 80 entries, but because we have lost many brood mares, the quality it's remained with some people, and the best horses went away. But this is international rules. We cannot change it. The horse can participate till 11. When you see an 11 horse years old horse still win with a rated 40, that means you don't have enough horses in the field. It doesn't mean the handicap is wrong.
Well said, Faisal.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I have, before we ask the question, Ramadan, can I have Pat Buckley and Faisal stand up? Okay, and all the racing authorities in the world also, that we are having the West Battalions new races now in the world, can they stand up? All the French, everybody who we do racing with them, please, the racing authorities, can they stand up? Sorek? I'm speaking English, guys. Where's the French? Afak, hein? Je parle français ici.
I can speak French as well. Algeria. Where's Algeria, Morocco, all the countries in the world? I know, Marie-Ange, please stay. Lafa, you can go. Oh, just Safa, wait for Marie-Ange, please. We are talking now. Afak, please stand up.
Who else is conducting races in the world? No one? Muhammad Al-Hashimi, I have races in your country. Muhammad, stand up. You are a racing authority. Ahmed, you are our race. Ahmed Hamadi, ERA. We are the best authority. Off. Okay. I'm sure there are others missing, sitting there, and they don't know that. Who's the Australian authority here? Can Nara and Jeff stand up, please? Who is from Nara also? Margaret, what's wrong with you guys? You're sleeping, it seems.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys.
Come on, everybody
Let me see
up.
who is there.
Come
Germany, stand up, Kai. This is the racing authority. Okay. Let's see here. Where's Morocco? No, Sorek? Can you stand up?
That's right. Come on, represent your country.
C'est mieux aussi.
It's better.
Where is Poland? No one from Poland here?
Yes, I saw the poll.
No,
yes.
not from you. You're not an authority. Polish authority. The Polish authority, where is it, please? Not here?
I'll represent Poland. I'll stand.
No problem. You cannot stand up. There are lots of people outside. They have to come in. This is important, guys.
Yalla, Lara.
Okay.
Your question.
What Battalions?
Hey.
We want to change a bit in it, in the conditions.
You cannot.
Yes, we can.
No, you cannot.
I tell you what we can do.
What can we do?
So many people are saying
Yeah.
that there are so many owners that are complaining about the distances and other stuff. If we only can have a condition where you can talk to your breeders and owners, instead of putting one condition related to specifically a race. If you can have a glimpse, Pat, can we have a mic also with Pat, please? If we can have a condition, different conditions in the Wathba Stallions races now, so that at least it wouldn't be all together monotone like others and everybody can run.
Laura, if I might just mention here,
Yeah.
I make a habit, it's a bad habit, but I ring most trainers and most owners before the actual conditions are published.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, I speak to 20 people,
Yes.
20 people will want 20 different conditions. This is the
Okay,
problem.
I'm with you. And maybe Faisal faces the
Shortcut,
same.
Lara.
Yes.
Shortcut. They don't have to stand up because they have one race.
No, they have
They
more
have
than
to-
one
they
races.
have to do the-
no,
but
no, 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 no,
we have
Faisal, they have
25
more
races.
races also in their countries. Trust me.
but they
like
have to-
Holland has 3 races. In the United
Okay.
States, I have 3 races.
But you have full field.
I'm with you, but at the end
But
of the
the
day...
problem here, what the issue, we don't
Yes.
want to make it big, is because it's not against anyone. Pat is doing great job, and he is the one who we take from him the right track. Pat have some races in Wathbastad. It was short distance. It was from 1,000 to 1,600.
Yes.
And the only issue they had that it's more sprinter or to 1,400. So there's only 1 or 2 person win. It doesn't mean anything for who won. Doesn't mean Pat done something wrong. But next
I'm
year
not
maybe.
saying wrong, Faisal.
Yeah,
sorry.
but I
want
cannot
to
change.
improve races in the Wathba
I have 10
Stallions.
races.
Yeah.
I have full field. I have from 1,000 to 2,000, and we change the rating. This year, because most of there's only one man who won these races, they want to say they make Pat made this race Tyler made for that person. It's not true.
No. Okay, I'm not talking about only UAE. I'm talking about the world because we have seen we have received some complaints. And let's be really keen about these complaints. In UK, in Hereford, how many races we have? We have lots of races in London, dear.
What complaint they have?
And more than your races, they have lots of races. There are some horses that do not have chance, to race. I know it's a condition of a country, but at least communication is important. This is what the festival wants. It's a communication between breeders, owners, trainers with the racetracks. We're not saying that we want to implement rules. Nobody wants to put rules on anyone here. We're just asking, you the breeders and owners of UAE, you're making, Pat is asking you 20 times everyone wants his own race. Why you don't come and sit together and give a call to Pat? We'll make a meeting. Pat Bakri and Faisal will come.
Anytime.
And let's discuss what is your problems with those races. Because every time there's a complaint about the Wathbastad farm races. Now in your country, Muhammad, you will have a new Wathba Stallion also race over there. In London, for example, maybe we can talk to others. In Poland, you have a Wathba stud also on the same day. No more Wathba stud, it's a Wathba Stallion from now on. So, we really need to communicate with breeders and owners because if we do not have them, we don't have races. I'm sorry. It's always, we do not want to be greedy about we as racetracks to take action. No, just communicate. Communication is the best solution and it's helpful. Maybe there are some races that you can just put in one race, for example, like he's talking about his horses that don't get a chance, maybe for non-chance runners to have one race in the year. You have 16 gates,
If I would talk about Al Ain, I have 10 races from you. Thank you very much. You will be supporting Al Ain from a long time. And I would tell many people that when I want to do the 500,000 dirham race, I was chasing people to sponsor, and everybody refused. I just called you one time, and you said, you didn't ask me for what, anything. I just called you and give me 500,000.
Because we trust you.
Yes.
Yes. Give him a clap because he deserves it.
Thank you very much. About Al Ain, I have 10 races from you. Never the same owner win the same race. I have different conditions.
Yeah,
full field.
we've seen that.
Yeah, full field. I have 8,000 people watching. Pat, I'm with him 100%, and I think Pat, no one talked to him. I talked to him end of the season because I'm with Yas TV analyzing, and many people talking. And I said, Pat, did anybody ask you to change the races? He said, no.
I did, Faisal.
End of the season.
No, I did.
End of the season.
Since last year, I've been asking him.
Okay. Hamad Ati, that's
Yes.
why what we're trying to say.
Yes.
Pat, are you able to sit with everyone if we really gather them all for a cup of coffee?
Hey, come here, you.
Okay?
Come here,
and
you.
let's sit all together, even with Faisal and Al Ain. This is for this country. What about Masalan Mahret with Dark and others from the United States and from Belgium? But you're communicating well with small breeders, Nelly, I'm sure. But there are some other countries that all of them are happy with ours. Good. Who's not happy with theirs? I know I received...
Who's not happy with Al Ain? I will show you outside. Who's happy with... Huh? Oh, okay, thank you.
I'd just like to say that...
Pat Bakri, you are the consultant of Sheikh Mansoor Festival.
Thank you.
You are the main man that the festival counts on. So it's a request from us. Would you be able to sit with them and maybe come up with some races that not only short distance, long distance.
Can I just tell you something?
Yes.
We only have 15 meetings a season.
Yeah,
we
no
have
problem.
6 races on each day, 5 of which are for Arabian horses. The other
I'm
one
talking
is
about
for-
the West Battalion.
No, listen to me, will you, for a minute? That's another equation. Listen, we have 15 meetings, 6 races at each race. It's 90 races, and we've had over 1,200 runners this year.
MashaAllah. Give him a clap. Okay, Pat, I have a suggestion.
Go on, dear.
Let's eliminate the championship of the West Battalion.
Yeah?
And let's give a chance for the poor horses that did not run and give them the 150,000. What do you think, guys?
It's an awfully
The
good...
horses
But
that
Laura,
never had a chance to
now,
run.
now we're promoting bad horses. Do you follow me?
No, I'm not saying the very bad horses. I'm saying at least the quality of the guys that didn't give a chance,
Yeah.
because you need to give them a chance. I'm sorry, يعني حرام يعني. ما يصير.
But we can always give bad horses chances. Don't give them a mic back.
I'm saying one race.
Okay.
Lara, I don't want to give the guy our races is very good. We are doing very well. It needs some tuning. If you go for a statistic, you will be surprised. I don't want to say the statistic here. Last couple of days, I went to Moroccan farms, and I think they will be one of the toppest breeder in the world.
I know, because Sadrati is one of them, and all
And
the
I was
breeders
very
of
sorry.
Morocco
I was
are
very
here.
sorry.
He has lots of munjis and mahab, and we
Yes.
are very grateful
No,
for
no,
him.
no.
And
Munjis,
for the other breeders that are here, look, listen, you have
Munjis
7
running.
breeders from Morocco.
Munjis, the Munjis, Lara, running.
Yes.
He have filly running, and he have 2 Imperial out of her, and she's only 3 years old.
MashaAllah. Bravo, Sadrati.
So, if you will say, statistic, we don't have enough horses, our breeder
Okay,
have to be
I want
stronger
to
and
ask
go
you,
for more
Khaled.
horses. Thank you.
Do you have horses in your stable that never had the chance to run?
It's a good question, that, Khalid Al-Nabuda.
If you allowed me, I just want to talk a little bit about horses before I answer your question. Never the breeder knows that the horse, if it will be champion or not, until he run in the track. So he need to be a patient. The horse, he has a lot of challenge. Maybe he wasn't fed properly, or maybe he wasn't trained properly, or maybe he wasn't mature. He will show up when he's 5 and 6. So I agree with Ibrahim in certain things. I agree with Faisal in certain things. Like in Sharjah, all low-rated horses will run there, up to 35, so they have a chance. But the distance, of course, is different between a horse and a horse. Okay, we go back. Because we have plenty of horses, we can't say to the small breeder, you are breeding not good, because in the end of the day, the matter is the money. He can't use Munjis, he can't use one of the best my stallion, because his mare is average. I can't tell him, throw her out. He will learn. We need to give him the advice, but we can't throw him out of racing. For your information, the horse, when the breeder paid up to around 30,000 dirham until grow to 3 years old. After that, he will go to the trainer. Each trainer in UAE, minimum 3,500. Let us say 6 months until we will see that horse. So there is a lot of cost for that small breeder. What I done, I will tell you, and this is not just to show what I done, but to help the small breeder. I issued syndicate, and I call those small breeders and small owner who's committed in money in different way, where they love horses, but they can't buy, and they can't also pay the 3,500 for 6 months. And as we are breeder, and as I am breeder, I give the horse free to the syndicate, and I tell them share the cost for the training, okay, and win the money. And by end of the season, the horse go back to me. There is always solution to help people. Instead, we throw the problem. Okay, but we need to sit together.
What do you think of the idea of having one race for the horses that didn't have the chance to run in the season?
Lara, United Arab Emirates, it's open country and welcoming everybody from the Gulf and from the world. For that reason, you will see a lot of owners and a lot of, and this is normal way. You will see a lot of crowd. You will see a lot of. We need just to add more races.
Who is with us? Okay.
Very interesting.
Who is with us? Tomo, please. I'm conducting here.
Of course.
Who is with us? You can sit.
Oman wants to speak as well, because it started with Oman.
Who is with us on this race? Who is for it? To have a race in Abu Dhabi, in the final race day, and to have the non-given chance horses, I would say, to run in this race. Local bred. Yalla. Who? Stand up. I don't want hands. Stand up. Local bred. In every country, we're going to implement this race. In France, we will talk to you. We will have meetings with Holland, with Belgium, with everyone. Shu Sami, you are with it? Who is with it, guys? For local bred. In each country, one race only for non-given chance horses to run in that race. You are with it? Okay, we'll do it. Pat, the last race in Abu Dhabi will be non-runners. And Faisal. No, you didn't stand up, Faisal. I want the last race in Al Ain to be for non-runners.
First race.
First race, last race. Last race, Faisal. Give them a chance, Faisal. Let them be also on the thing.
Lara, it's not nice. People grab and say, "Oh, Lara." No, it's rules and regulations.
Rules and regulations.
I cannot make a race. Different than the international rules.
It's international rule.
We have these races.
It's for local race.
We have these races already.
No, what is it? If you give me one of the Battalion races, you choose. We will not tell you which one.
I have this, Lara. Wallah, I have opened the website. We have maiden, not winner.
Okay, I'm not saying win
I cannot
and
do
not
something
winner.
else.
Non-winner خيي مش winner, non-given a chance to race. في فرق.
What?
Hang on, it's getting heated, this. Oh, look, Faisal's moving across there. Faisal's giving his microphone away.
For what?
We do have.
First time starter, Faisal. مش winner race
I
or
have the
non-given
races.
chance
I
race.
have the races. This is different, but
Okay, give us as a West Battalion.
You had and many people win in your races last year.
We non-given one first time runner. مش أول time runners.
This is not
First time
in your
runner.
hand. We have 12 horses or 14 horses. 80 horses
Faisal,
will
why you are
participate.
against it? Pat can do it.
We
Why
are
you
not
can do
against
it?
it.
We have
are
a comment
not
coming
against
in.
it. It's not big issue.
Give them support and give them one race in the West Battalion race.
Can we have the trainer
One
over
race.
here? Lara, over here. Sir,
Laura,
speak
in
up.
which condition?
Speak.
What do you say in the
A condition, first time given a chance for a horse that really, they're good horses. You can see them. Try them before they go into your race. Just see the horses. Give them a chance to run in one West Battalion race.
Laura, we have races like that.
Lara, we have. Just speak, please, sir.
Which condition? I'm with Pat.
Hang
Which
on one
condition
second.
we can
Guys,
follow?
Horses that have never won and never likely to win.
You don't have it in Abu Dhabi? You didn't have it in Abu Dhabi? Many races.
I'm going to now.
Okay, let's do it one race.
We
in
have
the
it
race.
and we will do
and
it
give
again.
them this chance.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we really need to give a horse, even if they never ran in their life, let them run one time. It's okay under an umbrella. So what, yani? Why we are greedy on having 10 races only for the best horses? Give one
Laura,
time.
Laura,
You never know, Pat. You tell me they will never win, but you will have a champion one day from those horses.
Speak up now. Go for
But
it.
you never gave them a chance to win.
Laura, there are races for these horses. Laura?
Yes.
There are races for these horses. It's just that we have too many horses in the UAE and not enough races. If you put those races on, it will only be 15 horses can run, and that's what's happening. There must be about 20 races for unraced horses.
I'm with you, Ernest. I'm not saying no, but let's give a chance for these horses.
No, but
one race of the West Battalion. No, it's not. I'm telling you. One race in the West Battalion, in Al Ain and in Abu Dhabi, between you and Pat Buckley.
We
Okay,
have
let's
those races.
see. I want to see these races.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Faisal, you haven't got a microphone.
They are not running for the first time.
Lara, this man has
First
a microphone.
time running.
Sir, chip in.
Give them a chance, one race. You are not greedy, you are a good man.
I love it. Sir, speak.
You're not selfish, Faisal.
Oh,
No,
you won't
give
get in.
them one race, Faisal.
Go.
Maybe the Omani can come with local
She'll stop
bread.
if you talk. Go, talk.
السلام عليكم.
Well done.
أنسة لارا.
نعم.
حاجة بسيطة جدا.
Very simple thing. I would like to thank His Highness Mohammed Ramadan from Egypt. My request is I'd like to thank the Highness, their Highnesses, for the support, particularly the Sheikhs. Really, I would like to thank. I would like equally to thank all the persons and all the sheikhs for having contributed. And what I would like to wish, so as you said, there is a surprise for 3 countries. I hope that Egypt will be among the first countries where we are going to have the Watba race. It's not a... we have 2 races, not just one surprise, 2 surprises. I will talk to you later. Regarding this competition, why not organize 8 races rather than organizing 6 races? And dividing things by 2, it will be quite much more equitable, giving the possibility to these horses to take part and and splitting also the prizes. This we can consider. We have never seen this proposal being tabled. We need to engage in these races to give the possibility for these horses to really participate. Sheikh?
I just been translating what Sifdin said. I totally agree on that. We have this massive problem in France, where I come from.
Yes.
Same in Morocco. And here, as well as France, they have to, well, betting is very important, as you know, in France. That's the base of the whole industry. So, which is not the case in UAE, because there is no betting as well. So this is different. So we cannot compare exactly. What I mean is, for me, the most important thing, and that's what I understood in France and in Morocco, Asdin has been working a lot on that. And he has been, I'd be happy to participate with that with him. The ideal program is where each horse can find a race. We all know that we have to go up. We want the breeders to give them the possibility to buy good nominations, to increase the quality of their breeding. This is the base, because the Group 1, the level, the rating of the Group 1, look what you've done. Last year, 2 years ago, the first Sheikh Zayed Zero Crown, the difference rating of last year was massive. You made a fabulous deal with that. That's what brings the quality. That's why people are coming. What's what they go to Hong Kong, they go to Singapore, where I had the luck to run, because prize money and the rating was high. Because it's only a question, not a question of what the horse is going to win as prize money. It's very important. It's also the rating, what gives the quality to this horse to be further on, a stallion or a broodmare. That's what gives the quality of this racing. So for me, the ideal program, if there is one ideal program, is, Safdin was right, we need to increase. Why having only 6 races per day in UAE? As all the countries have minimum of 8 races, we should increase. In this case, you can find more racing.
So you mean in the day, instead of 6 races, 8 races?
Yes, it's easy.
Pat, what is your comment on that?
I haven't got them. Yes, I have, actually. Depends on the type of race course you've got. I've got a 25-metre wide grass track, and I have usually most meetings 80 to 90 runners.
Okay, no problem. I have a solution for you.
What
You're
are you
talking about more horses, more races, no?
More races.
Okay, stand up, Faisal. 1 minute, stand up, Faisal. Sharjah race course. How many races in the year they have? Sorry? 6 meetings? Okay, we'll give them 2 Watba stallion races every race. And this is where you can run your horses.
Yeah.
Yes. انت الاب الروحي تبع كل
The forefather and we are going to give you 10, 9. Really has 7 gone down. Really 7. So I have a question to float. So you add to Abu Dhabi another session which makes 7 races. 1 more race.
Maiden race. No, maiden race.
Maiden race.
Yes. And we'll sponsor it, but maiden race. No thoroughbred. No, thoroughbred we're not interested. Maiden,
Maiden race.
Maiden race.
And
1
instead of
race,
6, 7.
Number 7, and we are ready to be the last race in the...
Yeah, but you come on a Monday morning and see the state of my race course.
Come on,
After
Pat.
6 races.
Pat. Lara's saying you have 6 races in every meeting.
Yes.
She will give you more money.
Yeah. Which is?
With extra one race. That's what she's saying.
That's my baby. Come on.
Yes.
Of course, Pat. I'm talking about more money to give in order to have...
You give me more money, I will do 9 races.
No, we need to give Sharjah race course races also.
Okay.
That's for the 10th edition. Listen, guys. Come on, Xavier. Assis-toi bien. Tu es là sur la télé.
So you are already on television.
We have to abide by it. We are following rules and regulations. If the rules says end of March, we have to abide by it. We have to work within ourselves to add more races on that day. If Faisal is willing to add and Pat is willing to add and we put races in charge, I don't think you have a problem. This 10th edition, guys, today we're talking, we are 9 years old, the festival. On the 10th years, we have to make a change. This change is to add one more racetrack in the United Arab Emirates that never had a chance to have a Wathba stallion race. And they will get it. For Pat, if you can only add one more race on that day and put a price for it, not like the others, 40,000 dirham. 40. For a maiden race. And you also, darling, you have to put one more race for a maiden race. 8. Okay, 7 is maximum, then give me one of your 7 for a maiden race. You can't? ما كله أنت كنت اليوم اعتراض أنت شو قصتك؟
You have been contradicting me.
He could easily add another race to a program, you know.
No, only increase one more race, Pat, and just put it even if it's at 4 p.m.
Yeah, Adnan and I will have a conversation later on.
Okay, and put 40,000.
And you give 40,000, yeah?
40,000 dirham.
Trainers, owners, you're hearing this?
For a maiden, 40,000, guys.
Is that for the winner?
We cannot start with a maiden with 80,000 like before. Okay, the new rule of the Wathba stallion. 80,000 dirham, nothing for the breeder, only the owners. The owner has a chance next year to win. So the money goes to the owners, nothing to the breeder. 80,000 dirham, flat money for the Wathba stallion races. Yes.
You are not helping the breeder in UAE. You need to promote
Trust
them.
me, we're
them
helping a lot the breeders in the UAE, but it seems lots of horses are coming from outside the country. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. So we want the money to go to the owners. The breeder is an owner at the end of the day, and he's more willing to be very happy to have the money.
الأخت آراء الآن تكلمنا عن تمديد فترة سباقات.
How can we extend the session of courses? And we are talking about the lack of jockeys, and then people said, then we'll find a solution to the problem of jockey. And so at least today we have heard a solution to this problem. Emirate Racing Authority really is going to really I have an answer to this problem, because this year we have talked about this topic, and so because we need to increase the number of races, and at least they have a contract, 5-year contract with China, and so I can solve a I can solve problem. Gentlemen, don't.
They ask Abu Dhabi, they will not do it. They ask Meydan, they won't do it. So I said, we cannot do it this year. So also we have another issue. If they will extend the season,
yes,
they want sponsor for this extra meeting. I have my own sponsor. If you will give me one extra more, no problem. And they, but they don't have, and they ask them verbally that, do you have an extra meeting? They said, no, we don't have extra meeting. Then said, okay, Meydan is not doing, only 3 extra meeting. It's not entertained by most of the trainer. And ERA, what Melih, he tell me, that cost them 1.5 million monthly to keep the steward and the starters and the grand jury and the people and the jockey, and the expenses cost them every year around $400,000 to keep them 1 month. That's why they said for 3 meetings we cannot do extra. And this is what I get it from
Okay,
Malia.
so why we don't stick to the main rule itself and stay with how we're doing until things might change one day?
Or
we
do extra races with Pat. 3 extra meeting you, 3 extra meeting me. You will have 18 meeting. I will have 13 meeting. We will dance.
We would love to see that. Lara, can we do? We're talking internal matters here. We're live on international television.
I'm talking international also.
I hope so. Is there any international question?
No,
we're
this
talking
is what
a lot
it
internal.
comes.
Anybody else wants to ask a question?
Tomo.
Yes?
For the internationals, it's also on them also. We will meet with AFAC. Nicole.
Bonjour.
Good morning.
For the French races, we have 3 or 4 races. 3. Those 2 or 3 races will change now into a West Battalion. But what we will do, we have to help the breeders and the trainers in France. We have to see what they are looking for. Before we put next year races, we will ask them what they want, so we choose the racetracks. Okay? Pour vous, c'est bien. C'est vous qui va choisir.
Is that fine for you? You will choose the racetracks so you can have West Battalion races in your country. And for you in Algeria today, because the time is very short to send you the new branding, the West Battalion will start from the 16th of October onwards with Sheikh Fatma. There is no more West Battalion Fun Cup. It's only the Stallions Cup.
Brahim, Toile du Maroc.
I'm from Morocco. I'm a breeder. I would just like to say and open a small parenthesis with regard to marketing, because we're breeders, of course, and I have the feeling that we are cooks who cook for free. Like there's nobody who's going to come to the restaurant and taste our dishes. So we test young horses, and when we try to sell them, it's very hard. We invest in the semen. We are in Morocco, and hopefully we're supported by Sorek. And I'd like to thank them in Morocco, because they really help us up to 50% for all the semen powder imported. But when you have a renowned stallion, which is an international renowned stallion, how can we do to make sure that this is going to be recognized internationally as well? Because we invested on the imported frozen semen from France, or from Saudi Arabia, or from the Emirates, and the owner of the stallion sometimes doesn't even know whether this product is there in Morocco or not. We are informed. We are very well informed. Be careful, because we know everything. Oh, that's good news. That's encouraging. It's the first time you're coming to this festival, I think. Yes, indeed. And this is why I'm telling you that we know everyone, but maybe you don't know the people in charge of this. Yes, this is the first time that I'm coming here, that I'm meeting with these people. But let me tell you that you are going to do your job as a breeder, and at the same time, when you will have races here, you will talk to the Sorek, and you can start implementing the race conditions where you could take part. I would like to just to comment a little bit more. I would like to suggest, since the breeders are traveling everywhere throughout the world to look for future champions, why would we not organize once or twice a year a market, a local market in each respective country, and everybody will have the chance to present their horses to the future trainers. They could visit us in Morocco and see the products we have, the horses we have, and what we have to sell. It's a little bit hard to do that now because the festival cannot do everything, but it's up to Sorek to organize that, to support you, because they need to work as well, a little bit themselves.
Well then, sit down.
Another question, please.
Lara, we have one from the
Yes,
gentleman.
please, Marie-Ange, une seconde. Oui.
I think it's already has been taken
Please,
in account. You have taken in account this
ما عم
year
بسمع ولا شيء.
for the crown,
Jewel crown.
of Sheikh
Yes.
Zayed. You take in account a very important point where you take only 2 horses for each owner.
One horse.
1 horses for each owner.
Yes.
Why not that happen for this races? You're talking about the horses who has not get the chance. It's better if we have 1 owner for or 1 or 2 horses.
Listen, we cannot just do that. 1 horse per 1 horse, and I don't know what.
Because
it's not easy. You need to give chances, guys. Sometimes you, as an owner, does not have the same handicap or the same condition of the other horses, of the others. Let's stick to what we're doing. We do not want to make big changes. Let's do whatever we can to help, because the 10th edition is the most important thing. We do not want to change anything.
بتكلم بالعربي لا.
معلي أنا فهمت عليك شو بدك
لا
تقول، بس
أنا
الموضوع
The next edition, for example, of Wethbath Stallions cannot respond to all these questions. I'm sorry, madam. The Sheikh Mansoor Festival cannot just create new conditions and change the previous conditions. We gave the chance to some people who never had the chance to take part, like young people, and they participated. So I think things must be clear here. Personally, when I introduce 2 or 3 stallions, whereas someone else participates with 40 or 50 stallions, what would be my chances to win? So if you choose your stallions well, if they are performing, in that case you can win and acquire new horses, not only in the United Arab Emirates, but everywhere in the world. In France and in Great Britain, there are some conditions that everybody must abide by.
Big round of applause. That is incredible. 2 hours live. You're outstanding. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, and you?
We're finished, by the way.
Don't forget, guys.
Don't forget.
Something important. The Battalions Cup will be we're very attentive on it. We want to make sure that this transition from the Bastard Farm Cup to the Battalions Cup is almost like a Sheikh Zayed Cup. So we really need to look and pay attention to these things, and especially the international races, to have good horses, breeders, owners, and trainers from not only support your local breed. Do not go outside and get the breeds and let them come and run. Battalions Cup should be for Holland, for Belgium, for France. We do not want to see horses coming from outside, because this race is for you, for your country. It's not for the others. They have the chance to run in their countries.
Well done. Sit down. Relax. Outstanding. Another big round of applause. She answered every question. Well played, Faisal. Ladies and gentlemen, relax. Lara, absolutely outstanding. Right. Let's go and have a swim. Right. Lunch is outside. Don't forget.